Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and today it's another segment of Behind the Camera. We're going to be taking a dive through the photography world where we'll be talking about flash photography. Now, through the years there have been a lot of advancements when it comes to how you light your subject and how you get the high image. Now, with the inventions of things like AI and all of these things that are revolutionizing the game, the industry keeps changing. But today I'm gonna be taking you through a small video talking about some of the best and the easiest to access equipment that I personally use in my day-to-day life as a photographer. I use a lot of strobe lights. I use a lot of Godox equipment. This goes from the AD600 that I have used. I've used the AD200, the AD400, and even the AD200 Mini. All of these are very powerful, very good strobes, especially when you're doing photography, be it models, be it portraits, or even when you're doing even if you have a client that has a product and you want to do product photography. All of the strobes that I mentioned give you that high quality image. But here comes the issue: when you cannot afford the Godox 600, when you cannot afford the Godox 400, or when your budget is just not quite there are some alternatives, and today in this video we are going to be looking at those. Now, as I said, some of those alternatives will come in form of speed lights. Now, if you're in the industry of, if you've even been to a photo shoot, you've definitely seen and know what a speed light is. And as you can see here, this is a Godox TT600 speed light, and this is one of the easiest and affordable ones that you can get, depending or regardless of where you're located. And the TT600 is actually a pretty good speed light. I've used it on multiple occasions. I've used it as my main light. I've used it as rather my key light. I've also used it as just a light or additional light when I want to get either different colors or a different feeling, or I just want to light my subject from a different angle. So this is the TT600. Now, one of the main reasons why I love using the TT600 is because you can put customized colors on top of the flash. Now, a lot of strobe lights do have this feature. Anyone who has used the Godox AD200, but they do come with an attachable end that looks a lot like you can see the flash on the TT600. And the importance of this is you can attach gels and you can get intriguing pictures and videos from that. And now that we're on that topic, one of the best things that I've used to achieve this look, or to go for this look, is the Magmond flash diffuser. Now, the Magmond flash diffuser, it comes in a package that looks like this. So this is the Magmond flash diffuser kit. Now, this is one of the best kits, if you ask me, if you're trying to get double exposure, if you're trying to go for dual lighting or dual lit either products or portraits or whatever you're doing in terms of your photography. The reason why I believe the Magmond is one of the great packages that you can get for photography is the fact that it comes with different things within one compartment. So you have, as you can see, you have this, which in case you're at a shoot and you don't necessarily want to carry a diffuser. I'm talking about a softbox. A lot of people don't always have the time to set up the softbox, and this can be one of the easiest ways for you to go from setup into shooting, especially if the event is something that's occurring very fast. So you have this one this is one of the diffusers that comes with it. You have this other diffuser. They all go on top of your speed light or on top of your strobe, depending on which one you're using. Now the way that works is it has this magnet. The magnet goes around, if this is your speed light, the magnet, it goes right here, as you can see. So that's where the magnet goes, and then from here you can now attach either your diffusers or your gels. I love using multiple colors in my pictures. I love the fact that you can introduce different feelings and you can introduce different tones, and you can really get creative when it comes to your photography. And the Magmund diffuser kit really allows me to do that. This is a holder. This is where the gels go. So once you have that attached, you can put your gel here, and the Magmund kit does come a lot of gels that you can use to really change up how your picture looks and how your picture generally feels. So on the same topic, you're a photographer and you don't have the budget to really get multiple strobes, and you don't have the budget to get, multiple light setups and elaborate, lighting equipment, and you want to take amazing photos and you want to really push the boundaries of what it is you can accomplish. There is an alternative, and we're going to look at it in just a minute. So one of those alternatives that really give photographers the chance to push or raise their games when it comes to lighting their subject and lighting their portraits or lighting, their studio setups are slave lights. And this is the AC flash slave light. I've used this on multiple occasions, and I can assure you this is one of the best and cheapest if you're trying to have multiple light sources and you're trying to build yourself and make it and raise your production value. This is one of those equipments that every photographer needs, whether you're doing it mostly anyway, especially if you're doing internal shoot, because it is a direct flashlight, so it has to be plugged in for you to be able to use it. But that being said, the Godox AC Slave Flash is one of the best that I have used. So the one thing that I will say that you will need to be able to use the AC Slave Light is the Godox trigger. So this is the Godox trigger, the X Pro trigger. So what happens is you take the trigger, you mount it on your camera, then obviously your main or rather your key light will be either the TT600 or any other strobe light or any other light that you're using as your main light. Then from that you can now link the AC flash or the AC direct slave light to that trigger, and every time you take a shot, every time you trigger or every time you shoot, the trigger will activate both the flash or both will trigger both your key light and your slave light, and just like that you will already have more than one light source, which really gives you the opportunity to branch out and really expand on what it is you're trying to accomplish. Thank you for staying with me through this episode of Behind the Camera. In case you want to get yourself, or you want to get your hands on a AC slave light and you're in Kenya, we do have a website that you can go. It's on GG. You can always call, you can always text, you can always reach out, and we do have the AC flash slave light available. If you're a photographer, if you're a videographer, if you're a content creator and you want to really bring up the value of your production, this is one of those things that I would really urge you to get. Now it is available. I will leave a link in the bio. I will also leave an image of our page right next to this video, so that you can go and you can see and you can buy these slave lights, because they do come in kits, and we do have offers that would allow you to get the slave light and get to push your video quality, or rather your image quality and your production value just up when it comes to, you know, your presentational work. So up to that point, I'd like to say thank you. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, make sure you share. At the end of the day, you know, let's stay together and let's create and let's move forward. And I'll see you on the next one. Goodbye.